Welcome back to History of Simple Things. Today's topic comes from one of our viewers, Averon VR GameCat. Thanks for the suggestion. You asked, what's the real difference between yellow corn and purple corn? If you've ever enjoyed popcorn at the movies, corn on the cob at a barbecue, or a colorful traditional drink, you've probably encountered both without even realizing it. These two types of corn may look completely different, but they share a fascinating connection through history, culture, and science. So what makes one golden and the other deep purple, and why does it matter? Stick around as we uncover the incredible journey of corn, right here on History of Simple Things. Corn, also known as maize, didn't start as the large, juicy kernels we know today. It was first domesticated over 9,000 years ago in southern Mexico from a wild grass called teosinte. Early farmers slowly bred this plant over generations, selecting the best seeds until maize became bigger, softer, and more nutritious. As corn spread across the Americas, different regions developed their own varieties. In Mesoamerica, yellow and white corn became common, while in the Andes, especially in Peru, purple corn thrived. Indigenous civilizations like the Maya, Aztec, and Inca relied heavily on corn, not just for food, but for religion, trade, and identity. Purple corn, in particular, became deeply rooted in Andean culture, where it was used in drinks like chicha morada and ceremonial foods. When Europeans arrived in the 1500s, corn traveled to Africa, Asia, and Europe, eventually becoming one of the world's most important crops. Today, yellow corn dominates global farming, while purple corn remains a treasured regional specialty with growing international attention. The most obvious difference between yellow and purple corn is, of course, their color. Yellow corn gets its bright golden shade from natural pigments called carotenoids, especially beta-carotene and lutein. These compounds are also found in carrots and are linked to eye health and vitamin A production. Purple corn, on the other hand, contains high levels of anthocyanins, the same antioxidants that give blueberries, blackberries, and red cabbage their deep colors. These pigments are stored mainly in the outer layers of the kernel, creating that rich purple or almost black appearance. Genetically, both types belong to the same species, Zea mays. The difference lies in how certain genes control pigment production. Over centuries, farmers unknowingly selected plants with desirable colors, strengthening these traits through traditional breeding long before modern genetics existed. Flavor-wise, yellow and purple corn are more different than most people expect. Yellow corn usually has a mild sweetness and a soft, juicy texture when fresh. This makes it ideal for boiling, grilling, popping, and processing into snacks and cereals. Purple corn tends to be slightly earthier, nuttier, and sometimes less sweet, especially in its traditional dried form. When cooked, it can feel a bit firmer, which works well in beverages, porridges, and baked goods. In Peru, purple corn is commonly boiled with cinnamon, cloves, and fruit, to make a deep purple drink that tastes both fruity and spicy. While yellow corn is designed for everyday eating, purple corn often plays a more specialized culinary role. Nutritionally, both types of corn provide carbohydrates, fiber, B vitamins, and essential minerals like magnesium and phosphorus. But purple corn stands out because of its extremely high anthocyanin content. Scientific studies have linked these antioxidants to reduced inflammation, improved heart health, and potential protection against certain chronic diseases. Some research even suggests that purple corn extracts may help regulate blood sugar and cholesterol levels. Yellow corn, meanwhile, is rich in carotenoids that support eye health and immune function. It also contributes small amounts of vitamin A when converted in the body. So, while yellow corn offers everyday nutritional benefits, purple corn is often considered a functional food because of its powerful antioxidant properties. Yellow corn is everywhere. It's used in tortillas, cornmeal, animal feed, cooking oil, corn syrup, ethanol fuel, biodegradable plastics, and even cosmetics. In fact, most industrial corn products come from yellow varieties because they are high-yield, adaptable, and easy to process. Purple corn has a much smaller commercial footprint, but its value is growing. It's used in natural food coloring, herbal supplements, teas, and health drinks. Because anthocyanins can replace artificial dyes, many food companies are now exploring purple corn as a natural coloring source. In laboratories, scientists also study purple corn for its potential pharmaceutical applications. So while yellow corn powers global food systems, purple corn is becoming a rising star in wellness and research industries. One major reason yellow corn dominates is efficiency. It grows well in many climates, produces large harvests, and fits perfectly into mechanized farming systems. Countries like the United States, China, and Brazil grow millions of tons every year. Purple corn, however, prefers specific conditions, especially high-altitude regions with cool nights and strong sunlight. It grows more slowly and yields less per hectare, making it harder to mass-produce. This is why purple corn remains more expensive and less common outside South America. However, as demand for superfoods rises, farmers in other regions are starting to experiment with purple corn cultivation. In the end, yellow corn and purple corn are two expressions of the same ancient plant, shaped by geography, culture, and human creativity. Yellow corn feeds the world with its versatility and reliability, while purple corn carries centuries of tradition and offers powerful health benefits. One dominates supermarkets and factories. The other shines in heritage recipes and modern wellness trends. So the next time you see a bright yellow cob or a deep purple kernel, remember, you're not just looking at food, you're looking at thousands of years of history, science, and human ingenuity packed into every single bite. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.